Just to give you an idea of the kind of weasels we got running our military that are above the military that are actually running the military. I just want to point this out because it's probably no headline at all, even on YouTube or amongst even the alternative media conspiracy channels or anything, which they ought to be picking this deal up because it tells you exactly what kind of garbage we got running our country, no matter what politics you belong to, but it tells you a lot about the garbage we got running our country. Now, this is Major General Harold Joseph Harry Green. He was a two-star general, okay? He was the first, since 1972, he's the highest ranking officer ever to be killed in combat on a foreign soil since Vietnam 1972. He just died in August of this year, 2014. He was shot in the back of the head by an Afghani that somehow got close to him and they didn't realize he was the bad guy, and he shot him in the back of the head. To date, Major General Green is also the highest ranking American officer to be killed in combat in the ongoing global war on terrorism, quote unquote, whether you believe it's in terrorism or what, but he's fighting for, doing his job, right? Well, I'm going to point this out because of what's going on with Obama, and I don't give a damn if you're still a supporter of him, but Obama could not be bothered even mentioning Major General Green or attending his funeral. Obama went to Martha's Vineyard to play golf. Also, Joe Biden would not make, Vice President Joe Biden, he would not make any mention of the death of Major General Green, would not attend his funeral, didn't acknowledge it, nothing. The Secretary of State, John Kerry, same thing. Did not acknowledge it, did not say anything, did not attend the funeral. Now, also getting back to what went on here with Secretary of Defense. Now, you would think, this guy, Chuck Hagel, I can't stand this guy because I know about him. He's a real insider weasel from the freaking hell. He would not even attend his funeral either. At all. Actually, I think the military in the United States ought to be thinking of two doctrines. Kill or be killed. And comes around, goes around as far as what goes on with the commander-in-chief and the echelon on the top. They're going to betray you. They're going to throw you to the wolves at any time. They'll pull the rug out of the from underneath the military at any time. There's policies by big business constantly undermining the strength of the U.S. military by giving technology to China. And these people on the top think they can't be touched. They can be touched. I just can't believe the military puts up with this bullshit. I wouldn't. It's a joke. It's a joke. Henry Kissinger once said the military's like dogs, like stupid dogs, stupid animals. They just obey and they go to their deaths when they're told. Well, that ain't me, and if I was wearing a uniform, I wouldn't say much about this deal, but as far as those guys on the top, Obama, Biden, Kerry, and Haig, the hell with them, man. The hell with them altogether. They're proven beyond a doubt what the hell they're about. They've proven it many times over. When Whitney Houston died, they put the flags at half-mast. Whitney Houston. Who the hell is Whitney Houston in relation to the survival of the United States? She's an entertainer. She's a nice lady. I like her songs. Great. What the hell does that have to do with... She died of what? Something that happened to her medically, right? Unfortunate, yes. The whole world went to flags went at half-mast for Whitney Houston, right? Robbins, he dies of his suicide. Terrible thing. Obama makes mention of it. Oh, it's terrible. Major General Harry Green gets shot in the back of the head while on duty in Afghanistan. You don't hear a peep out of Obama. He doesn't say a damn word. He goes to Martha's Vineyard to play golf. Joe Biden doesn't say a damn thing. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. John Kerry probably had his hair done. I don't know what he did, but got a little Botox. Maybe that's how he's like, that's what he's worried about. Where's my Botox supply? And of course, you know, the biggest weasel actually, I think, of the group, because he's the unsung weasel, is this guy, Chuck Hagel. Because out of all those four on the top, you might say, well, he's the president. It's still bullshit. He's the commander-in-chief, right? He likes the title, but he doesn't even make mention of this at all. But Chuck Hagel, this is despicable. This guy should be strung up by the balls, and that's it. This guy's a joke, man. What he is, I can tell you right now, he's an insider freaking office boy running errands for these yo-yos. Yeah, he was in the military, he was this and he was that, but I guarantee there was a load of people far more qualified than Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel to be in the position he's in. I'll guarantee it. So, this is beyond despicable, but of course, the alternative media doesn't pick up on it. I'm being hard on them because they're a bunch of drama freaks, that's all they are. But, you know, if I was in the military, I wouldn't protect my commander-in-chief. I would not protect my vice president. I would not protect my secretary of state. And I would not protect my secretary of defense. They are not in my chain of command. That would be my rule. Military, my paycheck comes from, if I'm not in the military now, my paycheck comes from the American people directly. Those yo-yos don't pay me. They don't pay me. They're leeches on the American people. They get paid by the American taxpayer. I don't swear allegiance to freaking president, the vice president, the secretary of the state, or the secretary of defense. Allegiance is to the American people. And it's been too long where the military's putting up a lot of garbage, and I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. Time to string them up by the balls and get rid of them, man. That's what I'm saying here right now, because these guys, you know, to me, they do this over and over again, and the lethargic American people don't give a shit. Fine. I mean, I don't know if some do, some don't, but for the most part, it's not even known to the American people what happened, so I'm making it known right now. Anyway, it tells you everything in the world about what's going on with the leadership that's above the military. They don't care. They don't care. And that's dangerous.